Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a cryptid sightings video on compelling evidence. I do a lot of these cryptid sightings and things like that because I think might be something to like Bigfoot and things like that. Some of the other cryptids that are cited are kind of but there's just so much overwhelming evidence about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the Yeti, that kind of thing, all around the world. It's not just in America; it's all around the world. And I wanted to. There's not enough oomph to say, yeah, Bigfoot's right there. That's him, But there's people that are taking videos and photos that just simply cannot be explained. Let me just get into this. I'm titling this one "Compelling Evidence." People have been spotting Bigfoot in North America for hundreds of years. Many of these sightings are chalked up to misidentified animals, hallucinations, or tricks of the light. Anything to explain it away. Once cameras and film came on the scene, these sightings were much harder to explain away. Everyone is familiar with the famous or infamous Patterson-Gimlin film from 1967. This is probably the first real and compelling evidence of a bipedal hairy giant in North America. This video has been analyzed and scrutinized and picked apart and debunked and everybody's talking about it. At least everybody in the in the Bigfoot community is talking about it. Now here's the thing. For every person you could say, look, this is fake, I can prove it. There's another guy who says, look, this is real, I can prove it. So the debate rages on. Since that video was taken, that film was shot, thousands of videos and photos have surfaced depicting huge hairy bipeds. Unfortunately, the vast majority of these photos and videos are either easily proven to be hoaxes or are so grainy or blurry or inconclusive that they're almost useless. Okay, yeah, there's something there. What is it? It could be a bear. It could be a guy in a gorilla suit. Nobody knows. You see what I'm saying? However, there are photos and videos and other recordings which simply cannot be easily dismissed. In the 1990s, I want to say it was the late 1990s, Art Bell played a recording of an alleged Bigfoot scream on his program, Coast to Coast AM. That was it. Brain fart there. He played a recording of this alleged Bigfoot scream. Now, I do not know if it is real or not, but if I was camping in the woods and I heard that scream echoing through the trees, I would never go camping again. It really is that disturbing. The screams have been analyzed by sound experts and vocal experts, and they seem to think that it is a natural sound. Something living made that sound, but they have no idea what made it. It's not synthesized. It wasn't made on a computer or on a soundboard of any kind. It's a natural sound, but they have no idea what made it. It's not human. Okay? It's not a bear. It's not any of that stuff. So yeah, that sound has yet to be debunked. Trail cameras throughout North America have captured hundreds of images of hairy bipeds which cannot be identified. And you have to understand, these trail cameras are not... You would have to pull the digital card out and take it to a computer and really, really work it over to get this kind of a faked image. And that can be detected. Trail cameras aren't that complex. They work off a motion sensor, or they take pictures every so many seconds or whatever. I'm not sure how they work, but they're very basic. So, it's not like you have a photo lab there. A woman named Claudia Ackley took a video of a huge hairy biped watching her from the trees in Idaho. I believe it was in Idaho. This video is very, very difficult to hoax. In order for that to be a hoax, you had to have a person there with a ladder. There would have to be guidelines to get this guy up in the tree that far. I mean, it's crazy. A deer hunter in Wisconsin, as I understand, I think it was in Wisconsin, was filming deer from behind a tree. He heard a noise behind him and turned to see a huge hairy biped about 10 feet away. It scared him so bad he ran away, and the deer fled too. And I can't blame him. An 8-foot tall, hairy biped standing there watching me while I'm doing my shit. Nah, it's time to go. It's time to go. A man named Todd Standing has taken dozens of photos of what he believes are Bigfoot creatures. Now, to be honest, many of them look fake. It could be easily created using masks and such like that. However, he has one video that I have seen that apparently it's a Bigfoot. This thing's like 7 or 8 feet tall, covered in fur, covered in hair. This thing is sprinting up a wooded slope through trees. This thing is huge, and I doubt even an Olympic athlete could do what I saw that thing do. I mean, there's no way a human being could do that. Not for the extended length of time. A human being could sprint like that for a few seconds, maybe a minute, but the video is like 8 or 10 minutes long. It's crazy. A passenger on a scenic train ride in... A passenger on a scenic train ride in Colorado got video of a huge hairy bipedal creature. Experts simply cannot explain it, and they don't believe it is a hoax. Yeah, it blends into the background. The only reason you can see it is because it's moving. It's crazy. A man captured video footage of a biped running up a snow-covered mountainside at an elevation of 9,000 feet. The snow was 90 inches deep, yet the figure sprinted up the slope, seemingly with ease. The range was about 3 miles, and no Olympic athlete could do what this thing did. A helicopter flew over the area and found the tracks. So we know it was real. There was something up there doing that. 90 inches of snow is equivalent to over 7 feet of snow. You could see this thing over top of the snow as it ran. Okay, that makes it about 12 to 15 feet tall, minimum. This figure sprinted quickly up a mountainside at an elevation of 9,000 feet in 7 feet of snow. Yeah, that ain't normal. That ain't normal. I don't care who you are. In Canada, a pair of brothers love to camp in a specific spot. One year on a return trip, the first night was good. The second night they heard strange sounds. So they set up a motion sensor and a camera for the third night. That motion sensor and camera caught a photo of something standing just outside their campsite. It was over 10 feet tall and had glowing eyes. It was a large, hairy biped, and experts cannot debunk it. These are by far nowhere near all of the footage that simply cannot be explained. Gone are the days of Uncle Joe or Cousin George in a gorilla costume hiding in the trees so you can get a photo of him for show and tell. Modern photo and video forensics easily debunk all of that. Unfortunately, we've entered the arena of artificial intelligence where the proper software can create the perfect hoaxes which modern forensics may soon be unable to distinguish from real footage. People continue to hike and camp in wooded areas and manage to capture quality footage. The problem is that anything can be fake now, and how are we supposed to prove something is real in a wasteland of unreal and AI-generated fakes? My fear is that such activities will force researchers to either try to capture a Bigfoot or to kill one just to prove that they exist. Capturing a Bigfoot would be exceedingly dangerous and costly. Killing a Bigfoot would be even more so. Imagine how dangerous these creatures might become if they knew we were willing to kill them outright just to prove that they're there. Yeah, Bigfoot might become a little more hostile. Okay, a lot more hostile, and that's a chance that is a change that we should avoid if at all possible. So yeah, that's the bad part about debunking all of these, or with AI and like that, eventually somebody is going to have to capture one or kill one, and that's just sad. If you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on all of your social media platforms, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. If you enjoy a quirky, weird read, you're going to love my author page, H.L. Anderson. And just for the record, the cat I'm holding in the picture, her name is Sasquatch. Thought you guys would get a kick out of that. All right, that's all I got for this week. I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.